Hey YouTube, it's been a minute. Um, I kind of been dealing with some. Ooh, what's going on with my lip? I don't know what that's about. Um, Dealing with some depression. I want to say this go around with cancer has been more eye opening than it has been. Not eye opening. It's just been. I don't know. Um, I think I'm tired of people assuming that I'm not tired. I think I'm tired of people assuming that I should be used to being sick. I should be used to not feeling good. I should be used to, um, you know, my life with all these changes. But I'm not. I don't even know how you're supposed to get used to something that every time you turn around, it's something else. It's something else. And then it's one step closer to the possibility that I'm going to die. Um, how are you supposed to get used to that? How are you supposed to feel about that? How are you supposed to, excuse me, how are you supposed to accept it? I don't feel like I can accept it. I don't feel like it's something that I'm just gonna let it do me. I'm just not. I've always been the kind of person that um, if you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna figure out how to do it, and I'm gonna do it well. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm also going to not allow you to be a naysayer, telling me what I can and cannot do. That absolutely irks my soul when someone says, "Oh, you can't do that." And then they're surprised when I've done it. I do it. And they're just like, "Oh, well, I thought you was going to have it specially adapted." If you a wuss, maybe. But that ain't me. My kid's dad, he was a lot of things. But the one thing he was he believed that oh, this light is really I'm a, but now I can't really see. He believed that I could do whatever I figure out how to do it. I could do it. And if I said I wanted to do something and we put our heads together, we figured out how to do it. Like, I know how to drive a stick. Um, I can even drive 12 gears. I can't drive more than that because that's doing too much. But I can do 12 gears. Now, um, he taught me how to drive a stick because he was tired of every time I need to go somewhere, every time I had an appointment, or every time I wanted to do something, it meant him losing sleep because he had to drive me. Because we had a stick. Our first car was this little Chevette. I think it was like a 74 or 75. It was either a 74 or 75 Chevette. And it was like, it had been painted like, you could see every color. Excuse me. It had been painted like three, maybe four times. And each time you opened the door on the driver or the passenger side, and mind you, it was only two doors, it was four speed. Yeah, it was a four speed. And then it was that stick where in order to go in the first, you had to push it down, and then it was under reverse. So that was hard. That was hard. Um, Also doing that balancing act with, you know, the car idling, that was that was a feat. But I did it. I did it. I did it. I taught my kids how to drive a stick. I taught one of my sister-in-laws how to drive a stick. Um, I just, I've never let anything stop me. You know, they said I wouldn't be able to ride a bike. I can ride a bike. I used to ride my bike to school every day. Um, I just did it. You know, nothing's ever really stopped me from doing anything. You know, I even used to play flag football. What are you doing? Don't wink at me. I'm still mad at you. Um, I just never. Things were an obstacle, but and sometimes I was deterred because people would say, "Oh, you're not gonna be able to do that," or "You can't do that." And you know, it used to really piss me off because how you gonna tell me what I can do? Only I know what my limitations are. How you gonna tell me I can't do something that I know if I figure it out, I know how to do it. So I did it. I didn't let nothing, you know. I mean, it may like made me go, hmm. And sometimes I would have to ask my kids that. I'd be like, "How you think I'm supposed to do that? How you think I could do it?" And we would figure it out. Well, I mean, this was, you know, the driving. Um, oh, and how I first learned how to drive a semi. So we were moving, and they had gave me one of those old school U-Haul trucks that was really big. I got in it and I was like, "What is that?" The stick, y'all, my hand was like way up here, like literally by my head. That's how tall the stick was because I'm not that tall. I'm only like 5'2". And I called my kids that, and I was like, they gave me this old school. I don't know how. Well, I drove it because I know how to drive a stick, and it was like 6 gears, 6 or 7 gears. I didn't figure out the 6 or 7 gears because I never got it past 45 because I only drove it on the street because where we lived, I didn't really need to go on the freeway. Excuse me. So I went to go crank it up, and I was like, I couldn't get it to start. I couldn't get it to start. I was in there. We were sweating bullets. It was so hot that day. So my oldest son said, "Mom, just call Dad and ask Dad." And I was like, "No, I refuse to ask your dad for nothing," because we were separated. And I was like, "Psh, I ain't ask him nothing. I don't want to talk to him." So I called the U-Haul place and I was like, "Hey, the truck won't start." So the guy goes, "Well, what gear are you starting it in?" I said, "First, like you're supposed to." He says, "No, no, no, not when you more than 5 gears, you don't." I said, "Excuse me? Furthermore, what you mean?" I said, "Well, what gear is supposed to be in?" He said, "Well, you got to do it in second gear." Okay. I couldn't get it in second gear. I don't know what was going on. I just couldn't get it in second gear. I couldn't get it in second gear for nothing. So I had to break down and call that fool. And I said, "Hey, they didn't give me this old school truck. It's like 7 gears and I can't get it to start." So he say, "Put it in second. Hold the clutch down. Then crank it up." I said, "I've been trying to do that. You don't think I've been trying to do that?" He said, "No, T. You gotta actually like lean on the clutch to get it to start." He said, "Just relax." He goes, "You can do this. You know how to drive a stick. You know the basic principles." And that's how he talks to me. You know the principles. You know how to do it. You know how to break it down. Whatever, sir. So I pushed down the clutch, but I didn't have the seat up close enough for me to like make it touch the ground or make it touch the floor. So I couldn't get the seat up. So I had my son get out, go around, come climb up in the truck, and then help me move the seat. So once we got the seat adjusted, cranked right up. I mean, I had flooded it. I had flooded it. It took me like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, because we kept having to wait because I kept flooding it. So once I realized that I was flooding it, and actually what that really meant, because at first I was like, "What you mean I'm flooding it? What are you talking about?" But again, another phone call to my kid's dad to ask him what is flooding. But explain to me, break it down. So after he made me feel dumb, but he only made me feel dumb because I didn't want him to talk to me. I didn't want him to, we was just going through what he was going through, and everything he said to me hurt my feelings or made me feel a certain way. So I didn't want to hear what he was talking about. So I cranked it up. I pulled it from the side of the road, and we was on our way. The people gave me a discount because the truck wouldn't start. So they only charged me for, what they only charged me for? I think of the mileage. But I had only went like 8 miles. So, and that was only because we had to go and make a couple of trips. But that was a feat in itself. That was a feat in itself. My my sons were looking at me like, "Mom, you're the only one of our friends whose mom knows how to drive something like this." I said, "Well, people always say I can't do stuff because I'm disabled because I got one leg." But and I hate to always show people the only thing stops you is you. That's it. The only thing stops you from doing something is you. Well, you and listen to people tell you what they think you can't do and how you ain't gonna be able to do this and you ain't gonna be able to do that. Now, climbing a ladder, that's difficult. But you can do it. It's scary. Scary as hell. But you can do it. It means I almost fallen a few times. Trust and believe, because I done did it a few times. But you can do it. It can be done. It can be done. It ain't something that I can do now because I can't wear my prosthetic, so you need 2 legs to climb a ladder. Um, if you can do it with one leg, I have to tip my hat off to you. Hey, do you? I'm proud of you, but I can't. No more shenanigans. I can't do all that. But now, this depression has been. It just seems like every birthday, something else happens to me. So I'm wondering, on this birthday, this year, I turned 62, what's going to happen? Because for the last 5 years, it's been asthma, stage 4 cancer, heart failure, heart failure. No, wait, heart failure, sepsis. Sepsis almost took the girl out. That almost took me out. Sepsis was, y'all, that was some pain that I can't even explain to you the depths of the pain. The pain was absolutely horrendous. It was so bad. And then the smell was, oh my goodness. It was like sweet, sour, spoiled, bitter. Kind of what it smelled like. Kind of what it smelled like. Um, y'all, it was just not the business. It was not the business at all. Um, I spent 9 days in the hospital because of sepsis. And I got sepsis because I got a. Okay, so three of the medicines that I'm on make me sweat. And I've gained a lot of weight. I can't say I've gained weight because it's not really weight, it's water weight. I've gained a lot of water weight. Because as you can see, I'm really puffy. My face is. That's my face is this big. I was 9 months pregnant with my youngest. Um, I've gained a lot of water weight. And where my weight used to be like 150, 170. Now I'm like 170, 190, 200 pounds, 202. It's a lot. And I'm just 5'2". It's a lot. And it's all right here in my stomach. It's all right here in my chest. I ain't even got that many boobs to be that big. To be that big. Yeah. Yeah. But that was the scariest thing when I had to call my mom and tell my mom they think I had sepsis. Um, Cause y'all, I went to the doctor because I had this sore because the okay, that's what I was talking about. Okay, I got sidetracked. I had this. Well, it was like a pressure mark, but it was under my stomach, and cause now I got Dunlaps. My stomach done lapped over my pants. Excuse me. So I had um, about this long. It was to the white meat. That's how much skin was ripped off. So y'all know how you see My 600 Pound Life, and they lift up the folds, and the people just be just raw under there. Okay, that'd be me. That'd be me. Now I don't get it like that no more because I have figured out the steps that I need to do in order to not for it not to go there. Now sometimes it gets where I'll smell that smell, um, and then I know, okay, I need to start doing my regimen again because sometimes I don't got to do it at all. I don't even get there, but it's going to be summertime and like three or four, three. No, I want to say four of my medicines make me have. Um, I was going to say hemorrhoidal. Lord have mercy, y'all. Between menopause, fog, and chemo brain, my vocabulary sucks. It really does. Um, like four of my medicines give me menopausal symptoms. So the night sweats, the aggressive heat flashes. Um, Sometimes I get a heat flash so dramatic it'll make me throw up. Um, it'll just be hot, just go up my back, just up to my neck. I sweat in my hair. I sweat down my back. I sweat down the middle right here under my boobs, and um, like at night I'll sweat like around my neck, and I'll sweat under my stomach, and in my groin. I ain't never sweated down there before, unless it was like one of them days it's 110 degrees. You know what I'm saying? And you've been sitting outside, or you hadn't had to walk a little bit of ways. Okay, maybe, but this medicine now, it be trying to take me out. I kid you not. And like when I get those sore spots, those pressure marks, pressure sores. I believe that's what they're called. Um, y'all, the pain is I can't describe to you the burning, the stinging, the stabbing, the throbbing that pain is. Um, but I have figured out the things that I need to do, and I keep those things. Matter of fact, I think I might be getting low on one of my products. I believe I need to check. Cause this is gonna be a long summer, and it's already started to be some hot days already, and I done already kind of had some not so good days already, which is another thing that kind of depresses me. Pain is always, since this president, he doesn't believe that um, people who are stage 4, and I didn't know there was a stage 5. There's a stage 5. There's a stage 5. Stage 5 is horrible. It is horrendous. I just found out about that. I thought stage 4 was it. It is a stage 5. Lord have mercy. Um, he doesn't believe that. Well, let me rephrase that. In his mind, he thinks that the pain is just in your mind, that you're not really in pain. He thinks that you just want the drugs. Okay? He thinks you just want the drugs. So my pain medicine, which is Norco, I think that's oxycodone. Okay, y'all know what I mean. Norco. Okay, y'all know what that is. And if you don't know, it's a pain medicine, and it makes you. For me, it doesn't stop it. It just makes it so that it's tolerable, and it's the only thing that I can take for my back, my hips, my shoulders. Because that pain is, yeah. There's not a lot of days that I wake up or that I'm not awakened because of pain. Something's hurting. Um, like a few minutes ago, um, I went to get up and my knee was like, we're not doing this. You might be a little more gentle. You might want to be a little more gentle. You're going to be on the floor. That pain was like, y'all. Yeah. Now, with that pain, sometimes I can take, what is it? An naproxen. A naproxen is an NSAID. Don't ask me what that's about. I just know it's in that family. It's kind of, it's better than ibuprofen. Way better than aspirin. And a Tylenol is a placebo. Don't let nobody, unless they didn't put with the Tylenol with the codeine. Tylenol don't do nothing. At least for me, it don't. For me, it's like they just gave me a placebo and that's just it. That's all. There's none of that. No. It's none of that. So, what I was doing was, I have to go to the bathroom a lot because I'm on 4 pills that have diuretics in them. So I have to go to the bathroom a lot. A lot. The Lasix, which is a water pill by itself, just water pill. I'm on 160 milligrams, and y'all, sometimes in an hour I have peed 4 times, and I don't mean just like tinkle tinkle. I mean pee, like I hadn't peed 15 minutes ago, that kind of pee. But it makes me, I'm up all night peeing. You know what I'm saying? By the time I have gotten it out of my system, it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I can relax. Then I can go to sleep. Otherwise, if I fall asleep, it's, I'm waking up in 15 minutes. 15 or 20 minutes, I'm waking up. Every 15 or 20 minutes, I'm waking up because I gotta go. And that's a lot on one knee, you know. I get up, I ride my little, I think it's a walker. I think that's what that is. Well, it's a walker with a seat on it. So I sit on the seat and then I just push with the wheels to get around. That's what I use when I'm in the house, is that. And That's my other Cadillac. Now my other Cadillac is my scooter, and I love my scooter. Y'all, it has enabled me to be able to go in the store and not have to be hurting because my back is hurting me. And people are always saying, well, if you just do this and if you just. No, no. Alexa, stop. If you
Top of
just.
the morning to you. It's 10:30 p.m. In Citrus Heights, it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit with showers. Tonight, you can look for clouds and showers with a low of 54 degrees.
He got one more thing to say. As soon as it clicks to 10:30, he got to
The
say.
Mediterranean diet has long been praised for
Alexa,
health benefits.
Alexa,
And now,
stop. Okay, he got one more thing to say. Okay, maybe he ain't gonna do it tonight. He didn't tell me my reminders. Okay, here we go.
this is a reminder. Take night meds and good night tea.
One more time.
This is a reminder. Take night meds and good night tea.
Okay. So, my scooter it allows me to be able to ride around and not, I be in pain, but it's tolerable because I'm not having to exert myself. You know, um, I'm not having to stand on my feet or um, try to walk through Walmart. And Walmart's big. I'm not able to do that. Now I can walk all through Walmart. Well, I can ride all through Walmart and just get around. It allows me to be able to go places that I didn't think I could go anymore. Like when I walk the dog, well, when I walk the dogs, um, I still haven't figured out how to do this puppy because this puppy don't realize that I'm gonna run her over if she don't walk a certain way, and she hasn't really quite learned how to walk on the scooter. I mean, on the leash yet. She hasn't learned how to walk on the leash yet. So I'm kind of figuring out what to do with her. So I bought these little things where I can just like put her in this little harness thing and wear her, and then walk Penelope because Penelope knows how to walk on a leash. So I be walking them, getting out in the air. You know what I'm saying? Getting out, um, not sitting in the house feeling. I mean, I'm still depressed. I still feel bad, but I'm out in the air. I'm out in the neighborhood. You know, my scooter would take me all the way down to the Walmart, which is about a mile down the street. It's not quite a mile, a whole mile. It's about a quarter, maybe a third of a mile. A third is bigger. I want to say it's one, two, three. It's 3 blocks down the street, but they're long blocks. And is it 3 lights? What? No, that's not a light right there. It's only a light. It's 2 lights down the street, but they're very long um, blocks because they both have an apartment complex on each one of the blocks. There's a whole apartment complex on each one of the blocks. So it takes me probably about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes. It takes me about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes to ride from here to Walmart. But I don't like to go to Walmart because sidewalks only a certain way. Wait, that's it, right? There's not a sidewalk that goes all the way. I have to ride in the street. And I don't like riding in the street because these people they don't see you. They be trying to turn, and I done got hit. I don't know how many times. Well, wait. I done almost gotten hit at least about 5 or 6 times. So I don't like to ride my scooter down there because, for one, if I try to take Penelope, you know, I have to pay attention to her too because sometimes she got to sniff, and if you have an animal, you know what I mean. They got to pee on everything. They got to pee 25, 11 times. Ridiculous. They got to poop 29, 39 times. They're just ridiculous. But I just find it's debilitating to me because some days I don't leave the house. I mean, even though I go to the gym, but the gym is in the building, so I don't have to literally go outside. I could just go. It's like around the corridor, down a ways, then turn another corridor. It's like up this way, this way, this way, this way. Then it's on that corner, and then it's right there. So it's like a less than a five. If I had the dogs, it's like a 5 minute walk, 5 minute ride for me, because it's on the opposite side of the building and in the back of the building. So usually what we do is we let the dogs go out and let them potty first. Then we take them into the gym so that the puppy doesn't magically, she gotta go to the bathroom. Because she be like, magically, she gotta go to the bathroom. And we've been just walked her and she'll have to poop. Because for whatever reason, she won't poop outside unless we walk out the building, around the park, through the park, up by the creek, and then, oh yeah, y'all, I live by a creek. And ain't no telling what you liable to see when you look into the creek or you look down by the creek. Somebody naked taking a bath, or a couple is down there doing a nasty in that dirty water, doing the most. So, it's kind of not a. It's not a good. It's not a good place sometimes. Sometimes it's I don't like to go that direction because if they're in the creek, then they're in a car. Excuse me. They're in a car and they're having sex. The car is jumping up and down, and the windows aren't always tinted. So sometimes as you come up from the creek, up that little pathway, they're parked right in front of the path. So as you're coming up the path, you can't help but see because this is the street right here. The path is right there, and here come the street. They're right there. You can't help but see. Can't help but see. And for whatever reason, I mean, I know I'm an adult, but it always shocks me that I see that. Like it's broad daylight. I mean, I know you gotta get it in how you get it in, but not everybody should see that. Not everybody want to see that. They just don't. They don't. They really don't. But I don't know. I've just been feeling really bad. My pain has been horrendous, to say the least. This last 2 weeks we've been going to the gym 3 times. 3 times? Today, yesterday today Tuesday. I think today Tuesday. Yeah, today Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. We decided that we're gonna go every day. Well, every day except for Thursdays because Isis is off on Thursdays. So we're gonna go 4 days a week to the gym, which I think is kind of a lot, but I'm really trying to get my mind right, get my mind on something more than this pain, because this pain is, I can't even explain to y'all how bad I feel. And then I can't sleep because I'm in pain. And then I can't sleep because I gotta pee. So it's like, I'm down if I do, I'm down if I don't. It's just, it's a lot. I'm short tempered. You know, said everything gets on my nerves, everything pisses me off. And I just, it takes a lot of energy to be mad. It really does. And I don't have it in me to be mad. I do not. At least I try not to have it in me. Because it just takes too much out of me to be mad, to be angry. And then there's nothing to be angry about because everybody has their trials and tribulations. Everybody's going on their own journey. Everyone's on a different path of their journey, of whatever they're going through, whatever they're experiencing with whomever they're experiencing it with. And I try to think that because that's true. You know, you got to be mindful of other people's feelings, other people's thought process. Oh, sorry, y'all. That pain hit me dead in the eye. Like, what is going on? Mm, okay. I'm going to end this because I've just been kind of like all over the place. I apologize, but I'm trying to make more content. I am going to upload a video of me in the gym um, because I want y'all to see. I mean, even though I have some paralysis in my left arm where I can't pick up anything, I can't grab anything, um, but it's not stopping me from exercising. It's not stopping me from trying to be me. It's not. I'm not going to let it. Don't you let it either. Everybody has their own trials and tribulations. Everybody's going through their own things, their own stuff, you know. So it's up to us to try and figure out. We need to treat each other better. We need to be understanding of other people and their trials and tribulations, regardless of whether or not they believe they can fix them or not. Sometimes we're not ready to fix it, and sometimes we love that kind of stuff because it means that someone's giving us attention, someone's feeling sorry for us or feeling bad for us, and that makes us feel good. I don't understand that, but it is what it is. But I see I got some newbie. I appreciate you. Um, Thank you. I try not to come on here because, I mean, I know my channel is about my cancer journey, but my cancer journey is sad, debilitating, angry, horrific. And I try not to bring y'all that because nobody just wants to watch someone that's sad all the time. I don't want y'all to see that. I don't want to be that for y'all. I don't. But cancer is sad. It is. It's everything that you think it is times 3. It is. It is very debilitating. I can't explain to you enough what it is. The next time you have a loved one and they're experiencing cancer or think they have cancer, just give them a hug. You don't got to understand. You don't got to try and feel their pain. Just give them a hug. Hold their hand. It's okay. Sometimes we can't stand you touching us because we're in so much pain, but at least try. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, whether it's hurting or not, we still need that hug. We do. So I'm going to end this. I think I've been beating up the bush enough. Um, Let's try to be more tolerant. Let's try and get this life together. Let's try and figure out how we're going to make it with the president that we have. With a smile on our face. Because it's going to be, for the next president, it's going to be a lot for them to change. For them to fix. It's going to be a lot. A lot. A lot. So, like, comment, subscribe. Come on over. I'd love to have you part of the family. I was trying to think of what I want my followers to be named. I don't know if I want y'all to be I was thinking of T-balls, but I don't really want to be named nobody no ball. No. I don't know. I just call y'all fam. How about that? We just be fam. We just be family. But I will talk to y'all soon. And like I said, tomorrow I'm going to the gym. And I will carry my Lord have mercy. Brain freeze. I don't know. Oh, I'll bring my phone's always in there with me, so I'm gonna bring a phone that I can actually film on and film that I'm in the gym, so y'all can see me doing my, what is it? I do 5 sets of 10 on this glute machine. I believe that's what it is called. I don't really know, but when y'all see it, somebody let me know exactly what the machine is called, because on the machine it only says the manufacturer. It doesn't say what that machine is. But it's the only machine in there that I can use. So I do what I can do. So I will talk to y'all soon. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Enjoy your night. Hey. Love y'all.